Gotta fix that. What it is, yo! I didn't think we'd have download today. That comes as a bit of a shock. What it is, y'all, how's everyone doing tonight? I really need to work on my, the height of my camera here or something. Because my shit's always in the shot. Wait. Rude, Omni! Rude as shit! How you doing tonight? You rude piece of shit. Super rude. Has it bathed in almost 10,000 years is totally the rudest goddamn thing. We'll have you know, I took my annual shower just last month. Ren, get him. Tell him he's an idiot. He's an idiot. What it is, y'all? How's everyone doing tonight? Well, guys, tonight is going to be a bit of a short stream. I had a bunch of shit come up today, and I have not had time to prep a huge amount of stuff. We might do some summons here shortly. I got to see how everything's playing out here. I got to figure out what to do, but as you guys have noticed, Part 2 of the anniversary is on hiatus. So, what is happening and what are they going to do? Well, the good news is, actually, the really good part about this is we're about 10 days, a little less than 2 weeks, out of the first episode of Season 4. So that's good news. So we will have content for the new season, and we already know that. They are certainly not going to pass up that opportunity. But what is going to happen with the rest of this? That is an interesting question. So, Omni, glad you asked. In essence, so were you here for the finale of Part 1? Probably not. I'm gonna guess. So basically, our protag from Part 1 wants to kill the king. And he's the sole survivor. And he's now basically in good with the king and is going to work on a revenge system. Think about it. Think about why that wouldn't be kosher right now in Japan. Just ponder it for a moment. Yeah. Remember back, about 21 years ago? When, like, every television series was suddenly like, we can't start airing this episode. Okay. Like, some whole television shows just went on hiatus because they were just like, yeah, we can't cover that. We can't do this. Yeah, they're basically having that right now. This is like the Japanese equivalent to JFK. Yeah. So they're reworking it, apparently. Initially, I thought it was just because of, the whole, delay in Part 1. Now it looks like Part 2 might take a little bit longer. Some people are saying a month. Some people are saying a week. Danmemo has you bored? Well, considering the anniversary is not here, I can kind of see that, but I thought the story was fantastic. I thought the story was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we are going to be a little dry until the series, at least until the series drops. I don't imagine the rewrites are going to take a week like I initially had thought. I'm imagining the rewrites, since they're going to have to rewrite portions of the script, are probably going to take at least 2, if not 3 weeks. So they might wait till at least till after the anime airs or something. The good news is it's time to save Iris. That's the really great news. So let's do our daily freebie. Also means our daily freebies will probably be extended. So I would imagine that all the events are just going to get extended. So yeah, that's a complete thing. Now the good news is they did say they're going to make an announcement tomorrow. So apparently they are aware of the situation, and they are going to, I guess, in Amori, since Amori wrote it, I guess Amori's going to be the one doing rewrites. So most likely Amori is going to basically handle the situation and come up with solutions. So they're going to have some kind of announcement tomorrow. What that announcement is, no clue. But I'm guessing that they're going to give a timeline. That's generally how that works. So the good news is tomorrow we'll at least have some news to talk about. I, for one, and you know what, actually, I will say it's at least a relatively decent stopping point, because all of part 1 is like a self-contained story. All of part 1 really could just be enjoyed on its own. I'm sure he will. There's no part of me that doubts that he will. It'll probably just be... I mean, because let's face it, that's the whole point of the story. So what they're probably going to do is they're going to write it in such a way that it's not... that any parallels are completely removed. I'm sure there's no possible way that... I mean, it's I don't want to say it derogatorily, but it's a common enough plot thread that I don't think we're in danger of losing that at any point in time. Oh, my shame. I shouldn't have. I got to King 3 and gave up. I'm the worst! How long do you think it'll take for part 2? Like I said, I think they're going to at least wait until after the first episode of the season airs, if I had to guess. But it's tough to tell. Initially, when I made the video yesterday, I had not read the topic. Literally, I got home last night at like 9:30, and I'm like, shit, I got to make a video. And then, like, I saw the title, and I already kind of had expected it was going to get extended anyway. So I sat down and made the video, and I didn't actually read the article, which I know is shame on me. I should have read the article. But, oh, and we've got Wargame Guys. Guys, this is a pre-round for FWG, so you need to take advantage. Make sure y'all hitting this hard. But how long do I think it'll take? I'm guessing 2, maybe 3 weeks. Some people have said a month. I don't think they're going to make it last longer than 2 weeks. Amori seems to be an astute enough writer to be able to handle this situation. Not only that, but if you think about it, that whole thing, like the whole assassination thing, has got to happen in part 3, right? Like, there's not much... Like, that's like his whole motivation. So I'm going to guess that a lot of part 2 is going to be the plot and the build-up and how it's going to happen and making alliances and things like that. And then I imagine part 3 is going to be the actual assassination. Now, here's the deal. They still have to figure out how they're going to lead into this. So part 2 will probably be relatively altered, probably not a huge amount, but part 3 is the one that's really going to take some time. So, you know, I don't think the delay is going to be as long as people are saying it's going to be. I think it's going to be 2 weeks tops. 2 weeks absolute tops. You know, and that gives us time to get out the new episode of the anime. Do not lump... I mean... Once again, it's an assassination plot. It's going to be something that people are going to be sensitive about. 100%. 100%. I mean, it's not me. It's literally just, you know, once again, you're talking about a nation that's never been really through this in the same way. As I said at the beginning of this is like equivalent. This is their equivalent to like JFK. Like, the nation is shook. It's a horrifying time. You know, they've never really had to deal with it in the modern realm. I know, like, 150, 200 years ago, sure, yeah, people got assassinated all the time, but that was just a whole different era, a whole different time. You know, this is largely, like, on a global scale, like, an insane amount of, like... You know, Japan hasn't had a real war in 80 years. So... Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Like, don't downplay what they're going through right now. It is a huge deal over there. And frankly, on the global scale, I think a lot of people globally are just either numb to it or are just really downplaying it. We're so far removed from it because, you know, we've had tons of assassination attempts in the United States. Tons of them. You know, we've lived through 9/11. We've lived through, you know, all kinds of tragedy. But for them, this is like the big one for them. So don't downplay it. But realistically, you know, the story will be back. The king will be killed. I'm not worried about the result of it. I would just say probably what they're going to do is they're going to come up with a way to basically word it so it's not... basically worded so it's not offensive to anyone. What are memorias for? Absolutely great question, and we will 100% go into that. Memorias are just basically like little assist additions. Let's go ahead and jump into just like Fallen Quest, for example, here. Okay, so when I build a team here, there's this little tab right here where you can take memoria, and each memoria does like another. It's basically like an assist upon assist. So, case in point, this one I'm using here, the first one. All parties strength plus 6% for turns 1 to 7. So, literally what that's going to do is that's going to bolster my team with whatever that is for however many turns that says. It's really that simple. So, I can go in here and I can grab any one of these. They do lots of things. This one does endurance for turns 1 to 5. Obviously, it's 1 star. That could get leveled up quite a bit. This one does critical rate, turns 1 to 3. So when you see these 1 stars, it just means they're ones I haven't leveled up. 3 star or 5 stars and above are the ones that, you know, I've spent some time leveling up. So like this one does wind and water attack for turn 1 to 5. Personally, I like some of the newer ones we've gotten where like already there. Okay, so Dex turn 8 to 15. I like the late turn stuff. I think that's really neat. Strength plus, what is it? Plus 6? Yeah. Plus 6 turns 8 to 15. So that's what Moria does. It's just another way to bolster your team and get some extra effects. Had to go dig to find out what happened. Oh yeah, no. It is big time scary. Big time scary for that nation. Once again, a lot of Western media hasn't covered it. I follow Garesh and I follow Talon on Twitter. Because obviously I'm in the Dokkan community as well. And yeah, I got a lot of my information from them more than I ever got from any media outlet in the States. Yeah, it's a terrifying time, really, honestly, for them. But let's talk about some more pleasant things. Unless you guys really want to like talk about it, we can absolutely talk about it. I will even admit that I'm pretty far removed from it. It's not something that has affected me in a great way. But, you know, once again, it doesn't mean I'm not sensitive to their, you know, to what's actually happening over there. It's just, you know, that, yeah. Not sure that was appropriate. Not sure that's terribly appropriate, but thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's do some war game. Let's talk about it. If you guys have questions about the game, those of you that are especially new, this is a great time to hit me up. This will be a fairly short stream tonight. It's going to be fairly informal. Everything that I had planned kind of has gone out the window because Part 2's not here. Good evening, everyone. The legend himself. The legend. What it is, man. Not even the Legend 27, like the OG, the original. I understand the delay, but if it does take 2 weeks, it's going to kill my hype for the anniversary. don't let it kill your hype for the anniversary. 'Cause remember, we've got the new season coming out. You know, like, go if you haven't gone through all the story. Well, you would think you were here for the summons anyway. Part 2 has been delayed, guys. Part 2 has been delayed. Tell us stories from New York. My God. You want stories from New York? I loved my fucking trip to New York. So, you know what it is, man. But yeah, the long and the short of it is Part 2 has been, since it was asked. Part 2, because it is an assassination plot, has been delayed so that they can do some tweaks to the story. So that it won't be seen as offensive to the general Japanese public. Because, you know, obviously they've got a whole lot of fuck shit going on over there right now. Just a lot of, you know, not very fun things happening for them at the moment. It would give you time for you and Yoko to get Iris so you can do pulls. Yeah, absolutely. I've got to do a lot of CP leveling. And I really intend to do some more whaling. So the extra time will actually be really good for me. I don't even know if the stuff is still live. I would imagine let's see. Okay. So they added, okay. So here's a good example. Let's see here. Mega Bundle A has been extended a week. I would imagine that was supposed to run out tonight. So actually, maybe it is only a week. Maybe it is only a week. To be fair, it's less the king and more the queen that needs to go. They kind of both do. They're kind of all not cool. Maybe that's the rewrite they'll do. I don't know. But, well, I was pondering it. I got to go through my units and see what I've got. I honestly haven't upgraded half of them. I've been really, really, really bad about it. But we can go through and we can check out the new units, see what we need, and we could ponder what's going to happen here. Because if I've got a week, that gives us some time to actually go through these. I also have a ton of quartz I need to go through. You know, we've got these bundles, so yeah. They're both hot. Yeah. I mean, listen. I can give the king being blinded by Poon. I can get it. You know, like, every guy has been there at some point, or every person that's interested in that general concept. We've all had that moment where we're like, this is no good for me. But you know what? I'm going to go for it anyway. Have you picked any of the new outfits yet? Actually, I've not. I completely forgot about them. Because of the trip to New York, I've had to make some concessions in what I would do for the anniversary. So actually, that's a good thought. I need to go look and see if those are going to be... Fiana's going to be boosted? What do you mean? What? Dude, Fiana's amazing. But I kind of get the feeling if we get another one of her, we're going to get an assist. How many people know the whole thing about her? Like, why she's super important to this? I think I've talked about it on stream before. I don't know if I don't think they've even mentioned her in the series. I haven't watched Sword Oratoria, so I don't know if they even did that in Sword Oratoria. But there's a whole reason why she's insanely important to the overall franchise. Let's see here. One left. Oh, there's Finn's outfit and Lily's outfit. Are these time limited, or are they... They do not look terribly time limited. So I didn't even pick these up, I'm going to be honest with you. If I was going to do anything tonight, I would probably go after the bundles, though. When is the second part in? We're going to find out tomorrow. Yeah, that's exactly it. She's the Palom Goddess. Basically, she's considered a goddess by them, but a lot of people like don't believe her, or don't believe that she was ever actually like a goddess. I'm wondering if she's gonna get, like, you know, granted deityhood or like maybe sainthood or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Well, a lot of Pelhams actually worshipped her as a goddess, but it's like she fell off because obviously, you know, when the gods descended, and it's like toxic insomniac, what it is, man. Yeah, when all the gods and goddesses ascended, they were like, "Where is she?" Well, not everyone had descended, like, you know, but yeah, they were like, she ain't here. Screw it. Any predictions on what are candidates for units picked? What do you mean? They doubt her god. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. So, more or less, that's kind of how that went down. Once again, I've talked about it a lot. Book 8's probably one of my favorite books just because it got no shine at all in the anime, and it had so much interesting stuff going on. It's thick, too. Like, it's like all the other books are like this. That book's like this. It's amazing. A lot of it is like interpersonal relationship stuff. I'm going to go do some unit upgrades here while we're talking. But... oh, I missed a question, apparently. I'm sorry. I didn't see the question. I'm so sorry if I missed a question there. The units they'll put on Banish Part 2? I have no idea. I mean, we know Dim's going to be there, or Finn, technically, is going to be there. But no clue who else is going to be there. No idea whatsoever. I'm going to go down here and just grab the anniversary units. There's Dim, Felice... what it is, Bob? How you doing tonight, mate? All right. Filtered by them. There we go. And yeah. See, like Helga, I've got like +1. I definitely need some Helgas, and I only got her from wailing on the banners. So, you know. Do you think Dim Finn will be new CP? I would imagine, since he goes by Finn now, I would think he'd be new CP. I would think. A grown-up Felice? Most likely. Felice will probably be there. Lazar... since it's only 10 years, Lazar probably will be too. But it's hard to tell. It's a 10-year time skip, so... you know... you'll have old man Lazar. He's a ripe old age of 30, but, you know, for, you know, anime logic, he's crippled and got one eye and his beard down to here. Oh, wait. Not that I'm crippled and have one eye, but do got the beard. All right. You know, anime logic is like every person over the age of 30 is practically like 1 foot in the grave. And Felice, I have a ton of. Like I said, I was really bad. I did not upgrade any of these units, and I got so badly shafted on the banner. I'm like, man, the only units that I can really use are Fianna and Lazar. Everybody else is just I don't want to say a lost cause, but you kind of a lost cause. Hope we get the twins as a unit. Fianna dead, my dude. She did not make it. There's some question in my mind as to whether she's actually going to be granted some kind of like saintlyhood, or, you know, maybe even become a goddess of some sort. It'll be really interesting. I imagine they're probably going to keep it fairly ambiguous for the sake of the story. But, you know, they'll do like with Artemis. Well, they'll like, it is Artemis, but it's not Artemis. If you guys were here for last year's story. The rolls were horrid, so much hurt. Yeah. Tell me about it. The banner was as painful as the story. Skip through the story. Dude, read the story. It's so good. It is so absolutely good. I would be floored, if not completely awestruck, if they did not at some point canonize it. And I talked about it the other day. You got lucky it was delayed a week, or else I'd be...
Enough, Joe Rogan. Give me your pounce. Give me your pounce.
Whatever,
what are you
Yoko.
doing, Connor? Connor, stop it. Connor, stop it. Stop it.
Yoko, we never did part 3.
Thank you. Give me it. Quick left.
We never did part 3, and we need to make that happen. Especially considering I haven't gotten anything since then. I haven't cashed in any of my heroic trials, which I really need to do. I was gonna wait and see what I got from Wailing. Yeah. There's no argument whether she died or the king thought she was dead when Dim took her berserk powers. I thought it was pretty obvious when the god came down and was just like, yeah, that's my corpse. And he's like, no. Give me her powers. And yeah, then you could have me, pretty much. Like, I don't think she survived that situation. Just saying. Alright, there we go. Yeah. It was pretty obvious she was dead. Oh, I'll be honest with you guys. At this stage of the game, don't. Free-to-plays are fun, but they're mostly for collection purposes. And yes, I've not gone back through the story, and I've not gone back through the hard and very hard of the story yet, just because I sadly haven't had the time. And gotten the rest of his bonds. I need to do that. I'll probably do that tonight during the what you call it. Did you enjoy the previous Familia Rush? I'll be honest, man. We've been so busy. Not to share too much about my personal life, but I've got kids, and my wife and I looked at each other. We're like, man, their summer break is like 2 months. If that is like 8 weeks, almost to the minute. And we're like, damn. Like, when I was growing up, we had like 3+ months. These kids have like such a short summer break. We have been like, go here, go there, go here. We've had like slam-packed weekends. And even like yesterday, we were supposed to be out for, until 4, and we were out till like 9 p.m. So we have been busy. Make sure the kids have fun. Make sure the kids have a cool summer. So I just haven't had a lot of time. Give me her powers so she can take off the burden rests. I don't. Like I said, the other god came down for her body. I don't think she survived that. I have to go back and reread it, but I'm fairly certain it was pretty obvious she died. Like, otherwise, why would Dim be out for blood? My summer breaks were 6 weeks. We had 3 months when I was a kid. Like, we had 3 months, and I was, like, extremely lucky. Because my grandparents got, like, they had a cottage on a lake. And we would, like, okay, cool. We're done here. Road trip to the cottage. And we'd spend, like, 2 straight months, like, swimming and fishing and doing all that fuck shit. And I'm like, these kids barely have a break at all. So we've planned a whole fuckload of shit. So we have been busy as hell, but the kids have smiles on their faces. They're loving it, so it's good shit. Arizona sucked during the summer. Fair enough. You're also in Arizona, man. Like, your summer is half the year. Do you know what the Black Shadow speaking to Finn was? It was a god. It was wasn't that was it Fianos or whatever its name is? Basically the name of the spell that Finn uses when he goes berserk. Yeah. So that's why things have been a bit slow on the channel. Is like today I had a bunch of housework to catch up on because we weren't home a lot. And so like maintaining all of that and the channel's been really, really, really hard. Finnegas, there it is. I don't want to talk about Honor Bell. We are not talking about Honor Bell. that plague. The sad reality is, I remember when Honor Bell was like considered the best unit in the game. And I held on to that for way too long. And then after he was like, Fianna's not dead. She's 100% dead. She's croaked. Once again, though, I get the feeling she's going to come back and as an assist. Now, whether it's like in the whole Artemis, oh, she's dead, but she's not really dead type of thing. Or if it's going to be one of those, okay. Yeah, she like became a goddess. We gave her something. Yeah. She died, then became a hero, called himself Finn, and told everyone Fianna became a goddess. She's dead, man. What's the strongest bell in the game? Whatever the most recent one is. Hold up. We can find that out real fast. Strongest bell in the game would be whichever bell they released most recently. Is there been one released since this? No, that one can't be, because I think that one was free to play. Probably this one. I don't know. Hold on. Let's go to the album. You know the strongest bell is? The strongest bell is Buffalo Bell. This wind bell would probably be the strongest. Because if I recollect, I think the other one was given to us. Taco Bell's the strongest? No. He made a contract to spare her life? I don't think so. Odds of us getting another Argo unit? Not likely. Not likely at all. Alright. So, let's see. So, his strength is 2107. And let's see what he gets down here. Ally strength plus 100%. Physical resist down 40%. Strength plus 80% for 4 turns. And let's see these passives. Because the passives makes all the difference in the world. So all status is 30%. That right there is really good. Critical rate 25%. And a material killer, which he's normally an ox killer. So yeah, Manga Bell probably is the strongest in the game right now. Taco Bell is not the strongest. Buffalo Bell is stronger than Taco Bell by all accounts. Listen. You know you simp for it. You know you do. Single target or multi-target? That's actually a fair assessment, but let's see. So this bell is an AoE if I were... Yeah, no, he's foe singular, but he's allies strength plus 100%. So who would be the strongest AoE? Probably this one. Let's see. Let me see them stats. So, oh, he's a magic unit too. I forgot about that. So, 2021 for magic, which is an insane magic stat. Let's see. Fire attack damage 70% for 4 turns. Does not give himself magic attack. Oh, magic and fire attack. Never mind. Magic and fire attack 70%. If I recollect, this dude's a beast. Let's see these passives. Okay, so damage 20% upon critical and penetration. All status is 30%. And a ghost killer. So, yeah, he's the strongest AoE. The other one's probably the strongest wind. She wouldn't be a lily if she became a goddess. That's actually a pretty fair point. That's actually a pretty fair point. Yeah, no. That is Buffalo Bell. That is 100% Buffalo Bell. Kira, what it is, man?
You are fucking with my entire asshole.
That is 100% Buffalo Bell. Speaking of Team Lions, I hate to end early, guys, but I did. I was gonna go join the podcast. It is a brief night, but the good news is we're going to have the news tomorrow at some point. I don't know if it's morning or afternoon or evening. May I ask how Fiesta Bell appear again on popularity in war games? I don't remember. I mean, to be fair, he's light. He's a light rush unit. He's strong, but he's not even there. Not on the. Well, okay. This is, to be fair, the last one. He's a quick unit. He's a very fast unit, but I don't know if he's strongest. The main reason that people use the Light Rush team is because the Light Rush team comes out of the gate with a ton of attacks, doing really, really, really good damage, but it's really before you can do much of anything. It's a rush team. Not a strength team, a rush team. Yeah, Fietta's already at 4, and I'm not shocked by that. She is a monster. Will there be a stream tomorrow? I don't know. I got to see how things are panning out. I'm supposed to do a collab with some people, and if that works out, I got to see what time it's going to be and how late we run recording that. If I can, I will do a Konosuba stream tomorrow, but I will definitely cover the Danmachi news as soon as we get it. But I am running late for the podcast. I need to get over there and get set up. I do apologize it is late tonight, guys, but I've had a lot going on. I appreciate you guys' patience on this. My summer was 3 months of dread and boredom. Oof. I was very privileged. I'm always very aware of that.
Baby is
Wind Rush is faster, though? Yeah, but Wind Rush has to build up. I don't think that Wind Rush does the damage turn 1. They do damage like turn 2. The reason that Light Rush works so well is because it all does damage turn 1. But anyway, I gotta run over to the podcast, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm gonna catch you guys. Oh God, Dollar Tree. God damn it. I've got a story for you. Remind me at Dollar Tree next stream and we'll talk about it.
Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD,
all right, guys.
Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD,
I gotta
Space
go.
Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD.
All right, guys. Once again, I hate to run.
Scream, and they scream for me. Glory comes at such a heavy price.
Steven, tell Todd I'm on my way. That was that was my 2-minute warning. So I appreciate you guys. I will try to stream tomorrow. If I don't, I will definitely be back on Friday with Phasmophobia over on Twitch. Thank you, Steven. I'll be over there in just a second, guys. Appreciate you so much, guys. Sorry it is once again a late and short stream, but I wanted to bring you guys news. I wanted to talk to you guys about it. I will catch you all on the next one. Hopefully here soon enough, we'll be back to the normal schedule. So thank you all so much for your patience, understanding, and continued support